we have another question, and this is from Monette, age 42. She said, everyone in my friend group is talking about exosomes, human origin. I'm concerned. What are they? What do they do? And what's going on with these?
Okay, so exosomes are like little vesicles. Vesicles contain stuff. And it comes from the area of the bone marrow. But basically what's doing it is are the cells that are controlling this. And so these exosomes are loaded with various biologically active materials. Some are peptides, some are other chemicals. And so they do have possibly therapeutic applications. The problem is it depends on who the donor is. So if you have a problem with an inflammatory issue or something, those exosomes could have negative effects. Okay. Because you get them intravenously or you get them by injection. And so it's serious. It's serious therapy, but it's also serious. In fact, if you're injecting your body with exosomes, let's say that those exosomes came from senescent cells, pro-inflammatory. They do nothing. Or people with certain issues with their connective tissue, inflamed. And a lot of those do come from those issues. And then you get it, you get the bad with the good. So that's interesting. Topically, no. I mean, there's no way to penetrate the skin. But if you had some of the biologically active materials that are within the exosomes, there's a possibility it could. But once again, those are pretty large molecules. I don't know if it's going to work. So it is intravenous or injection. And yes, they're doing a lot with that in terms of healing and systemic diseases. But once again, the source is everything. And you've got to have a really good source. And you have to have a really good physician or healthcare person that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, because it's my understanding in the little bit of online research I've done on them that right now they're not approved to be, injected into the skin at all. So it's more of a topical situation. Um, like
I don't think it's doing much topically.
not doing much.
I mean, if you
Interesting.
had, if you had the inside the vesicles, there are certain molecules that, if you look at the molecular weight, it's low enough you can use my transdermal, but I haven't done that work, and I think it's pretty complicated.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So
Do you
it's a
have
wait and
any
see.
thoughts? To wait and see. When
Probably.
I saw human on there, and I asked a brand that was talking to us actually about wanting to come on as well. So it's interesting that Monette brought it up. I said, well, how are you sourcing? Where's this coming from? And do you have white papers? What can we look at? And they really just skirted the issue. And I thought, ooh, that's concerning. That's very concerning. So
Well, it's not surprising in our industry. You get, and Dr. Perricone, you can speak to this, you get a buzzword. You get one buzzword, and all of a sudden, everyone and God is doing that product. And, it becomes sort of the hot, new, trendy product. And I think that that's something that we have to look out for as people become more and more educated, and especially in the beauty industry, and people become more transparent. To your point, sourcing is everything. Where are people getting their ingredients from? Where is this stuff coming from? So you bring up a great point.
even
Yeah,
colostrum, I'm worried about.
yeah. Well, yeah, colostrum obviously was something there that was nutritional supplement years and years ago. So yeah, people are just really struggling. These companies are really struggling, looking for some buzzword. And the thing is, it's not like they don't have really good scientists. I mean, I visited all of these big companies because I had no intention of ever starting a company, and showed them the data. And I was in like incredible R&D areas like J&J. I mean, it's a huge campus in New Jersey. I mean, they're spending like at least 100 million plus on R&D, and same thing in Germany. And I went all over the place, but nobody was interested, which is unfortunate. So I said, well, I have to do this myself. Obviously glad I was forced to do so, because I got it out to the public, which would never have happened. And also got to tell the story in the book so people understand what they're doing, because obviously the most important thing is what we're eating. And if you do the anti-inflammatory diet on a daily basis, you reduce your risk of all forms of diseases. You slow down the aging process. If inflammation is a bad guy,